Namaste, here Dr. Manisha. Now we see here mysterious substance as a parat, but Ayurveda never considered raw mercury fit for direct use. Why? Because raw parat contains mala, dosh, instability, toxicity, and uncontrolled mobility. Therefore, ancient Rasashastra developed a highly sophisticated purification and potentiation system called Paradasya Ashtadash Samskara. These samskaras are not ordinary purification procedure. They are pharmaceutically transformation, energetic awakening, detoxification methods, stabilization technique, and therapeutic activation process. In today's video, we will deeply understand the true meaning of samskara, why mercury requires transformation, and the first 8 samskaras step by step with shloka, Ayurvedic principles, practical methods, pharmacological logic, and conceptual understanding. So let us begin this profound journey into the heart of Rasashastra. Now first see what is Samskara. Before understanding Parada Samskara, we must first understand what exactly is Samskara. Samskaro hi gunantaradhanam uchyate. Acharya Charak says, Samskara is the process that produces qualitative transformation. It means adding superior qualities, removes undesirable properties, enhancing potency, and transforming the nature of substance. These principles is everywhere in Ayurveda. That is, for example, cooking transform food, bhavana transform medicines, panchakarma transform the body, and parasamskara transform mercury. Now we see here Shodhan versus Samskara. Shodhanam doshaharanam samskarascha balatejaso abhivardanam. Means Acharya makes beautifully distinction here. Shodhana means removal of doshas and impurities. But samskara is much more than purification. Samskara increases bala, virya, improves teja, stabilizes the substance, and awakens therapeutic power. So, every shodhan is samskara. But every samskara is not merely shodhan. Why does Parad need samskara? Raw mercury is unstable, excessively mobile, toxic, difficult to digest, and therapeutically unfit. Ancient Rasavidya observes that without proper samskara, mercury can produce harmful effects, can't assimilate metals, and cannot act as a rasayana. Therefore, they designed sequential samskara to gradually detoxify, stabilize, activate, and spiritualize mercury. Now we see here number of Parat Samskara. अष्टादशैव संस्कारा ऊनविंशतिका क्वचित् संप्रोक्ता रसराजस्य वसुसंख्या क्वचिन्मता. Different text mentions here different samskaras number, that is 11 samskaras, 16 samskaras, 18 samskaras, and in Ayurveda Prakasha mention 19 samskaras here. But most accepted system is 18 samskaras of Parat. Ashtadash Parat Samskara. स्वेदनं तत् अनु मर्दनं मूर्छनोत्थापनं तथा पातनं रोधनं च एव नियमनं च दीपनं गगनभक्षणं चारणं गर्भधृतिरथापि च बाह्यधृतिं चारणं च रागसारणम् एव च संक्रामणं तथा वेदः शरीरयोगम् एव च. Here list of 18 samskaras is here, that is स्वेदन, मर्दन, मूर्छन, उत्थापन, पातन, रोधन, नियामन, दीपन, गगनभक्षण, चारण, गर्भधृति, बाह्यधृति, जारण, rag or ranjan, saran, sankraman, vedha, and sharir yoga. Now we see here amount of mercury which is required for samskaras. द्वे सहस्रे पलानां तु सहस्रं शतम् एव वा अष्टाविंश पलान् एव दश पञ्चैक एव पलार्धेन एवं कर्तव्यः संस्कारः सूतकस्य. Means at least half pearl to 2000 pearl parat may be used depending on the procedure of the samskara. Acharya states that for therapeutic use called Dehasiddhi, the first 8 samskaras are essential. These 8 samskaras which removes dosha, improve stability, awaken potency, and prepare mercury for medicinal application. Now we see here first Swedana Samskara. क्षाराम्लै औषधैर्वापि दोलायन्त्रे स्थितस्य हि पचनं स्वेदनाख्यं स्यात् मलशैथिल्यकारकम्. Means mercury is suspended in dola yantra and heated with acidic and alkaline drug. This process loosens impurities attached to mercury. This is the first stage of detoxification. Raw mercury contains external moles, toxic adhesions, and physical impurity. These impurities strongly adhere to mercury. So Ayurveda first perform not destruction but loosening. Here the drug used here त्र्युष्णम लवना सूर्यो चित्रका अद्रकमूलकम क्षिप्त्वा सूतो मुहु स्वेद्यः कांजिकेन दिनत्रयम. That is Trikatu, Sendhav, Chitrak, Asuri, Adrak, Mulak and Kanjik use here. Each drugs 1/16 part of Parat taken as a. In procedure use yantra, that is dola yantra. Medium use here kanji. Heat mrudo agni. Duration 3 days for deha siddhi, 21 days for loho siddhi. Method is used here. All drugs are converted into fine paste. Then the paste is coated on leaves like vatapatra or betel leaf or kaddali patra. Mercury is placed inside and sealed. This is converted into potali and this potali is suspended in dola yantra. Then Swedana is performed with mild heat continuously. Here some important precaution taken here. Potali should not touch vessel bottom. Kanjik should be replenished regularly. Mild heat should be maintained continuously. Here role of kanjik is, it is a fermented acid medium. It acts like mild vinegar or weak alcohol or acidic solvent. Combines with heat, it helps detach impurities from mercury. Outcome is here malashaithilya means impurities becomes loose, mercury becomes relatively purified. This is preparatory stage for deep purification. Here some pharmaceutical insight is here. This process resembles acidic washing, mild chemical digestion and pharmaceutical cleansing. Also kanjik contains weak acids. Acid and alkaline drugs perform ksharan, bhedan and lekhan karma, and mild heat helps removal of impurities. Now we see here second samskara, that is Mardana Samskara. उद्दितैहि औषधैहि सार्धं स्वादाम्लैहि कांजिकैर अपि पेशनं मर्दनाख्यां स्यात् बहिर्मलविनाशनम means triturating mercury with drugs and kanjik which removes external impurities. Swedana loosening impurities. Now Mardana physically separates them. This is a deeper purification. In this process drug use गृह धूमे इष्टिका चूर्णम तथा दधि गुणान्वितम लवना सुरी संयुक्तम क्षित्वा सूतम विमर्देत. Now, continuous grinding breaks mercury into extremely minute particles. This increases surface area exposure. Thus, hidden impurities become exposed. In scientific correlation is here, carbon-containing substances act as a reducing agent, and Ishtika act as absorbent. Heat stimulates chemical interaction. Here, mercury is triturated continuously in heated tapta khalva yantra using kanjika, grinding continuous for 3 days and or 21 days for loho siddhi. And method triturated continuously with kanjik, wash and recover mercury and filter through clothes. Outcome is here bahirmal vinashanam तथा तत्सुगुणकृत भवेत means external impurities are removed, mercury develops characteristic color and therapeutic qualities improved here. Now we see here third samskara, that is Murchana Samskara. This is one of the most mysterious stage, that is Nashta Pishtatva Karakam Murchanam. Mardanaadishta Bhaishajye Nashta Pishtatva Karakam Tan Murchanam hi Vangadi Kanchukam Nashanam means Murchana causes loss of natural properties of mercury and removes deep impurities. Use here ingredients Kumari Swaras, Trifala and Chitrak. Nashtapishti means mercury loss, shine, mobility, cohesiveness, liquid behavior. It becomes fine, stable and non-separable. This symbolizes control over Parat. The uncontrolled fluidity of mercury is subdued. Its ego-like instability is reduced. Drug used here Kumari Swaras, Trifala, Chitra. This drug performs lekhan, shoshan, kshalan and doshahar action. Mardit mercury is triturated continuously with Kumari Swaras until Nashtapishti develops and mercury loses cohesiveness. Outcome is here Nagavarnam Bhavet Sutam Vihaya Ghana Chapalam. Effect is a loss of natural physical properties of mercury and mercury becomes fine, stable and less mobile. Nashtapishti means here Swarupasya Vinashena Pishtatvat Bandhanam hi yat with bhi nirjita suto nashtapishta sauchate. Mercury loses its original form and converts into fine indivisible particles. Now we see here fourth samskara, that is Utthapana Samskara. स्वेदनादि क्रियाभिः मूर्छा व्यापत्ति विहाय पारदस्य स्वाभाविकावस्थायां प्राप्तिर एव उत्थापनम्. स्वेदातपादि योगेन स्वरूपापादनं हि यत् तद् उत्थापनम् इति युक्तं मूर्छा व्यापत्ति नाशनम्. Means restoration of mercury to its natural state after murchan. Means this demonstrates the extraordinary pharmacological wisdom of Rasashastra. Mercury is first subdued, detoxified, transformed, and then carefully revived its purified form. Here procedure includes in Utthapan, that is Swedan, Prakshalan, Mardan, Atap and Patan. Maximum loss of mercury occurs here, therefore this stage requires immense pharmaceutical skill. Outcome is here mercury regains dravatva, chapalatva and swabhavik avastha, means its natural form. Now we see here fifth samskara, that is Patan Samskara. Patan means sublimation or distillation. उक्ते औषधे मर्दिता पारदस्य यंत्रस्थितस्य ऊर्ध्वम अधः च तिर्यक निर्यातनम पातनम संज्ञम उक्तम वंगादि संपर्क कंचुकग्नम. Means Patan is distillation process done in different direction to remove metallic impurities. Here three types of Patan Samskara. First is a Urdhva Patan, second Adha Patan, third is a Tiryak Patan. In Urdhva Patane rasasya urdhvagamanam bhavati, means mercury vapors moves upward. In this procedure, mercury is triturated with tamra, then heated strongly in Patan yantra. Mercury rises upward and recondenses there. Here heat is used as a tivragni. In this samskara, heavy impurities remain below, purified mercury rises upward. Outcome is here Vanganago Parityajya Shuddho Bhavati Sutakah, means mercury becomes free from Nag, Vanga and Kanchuk doshas. In second type Adhapatan, Adhapate tu Rasasya Adhogamanam Bhavati, means mercury moves downward. This process further purifies mercury and prepared it for rasayan preparation. And in Tiryak Pate tu Rasas Tiryak Patati, means mercury moves horizontally. In procedure Mardan with Abhrak and Tiryak Patan done. Now outcome is here Shuddhate Sutah Karmakari Bhavet Dhruvam. Mercury becomes heat stable, suitable for pharmaceutical use. Now we see here the effect of first 5 samskaras. Mardanam Murchanam Patanehi Mandha Shanto Bhavet Rasa. Due to the first 5 samskaras, mercury becomes weak, loses virya, becomes napunsak. Hence Rodhan or Bodhan Samskara is required here. In 6th samskara, that is Rodhan Samskara, Rodhan restores the vitality of mercury. Swedana divashat suto viryam prapnoti anuttamam, means Rodhan restores potency and vitality of mercury. Here we use two methods. First is a Swedan Indola Yantra, use medium Sendhav Jal or Srishdambu. And in second method, mercury kept immersed in Sendhav Jal for 3 days. That is Jala Sendhav Yuktasya Rasasya Divastrayam Sthiti Sthapani Kumbhesya Saurodhanam Uchyate. Here outcome is Virya restored, Grash Shakti awakened and Napusankatva removed here. Now we see 7th samskara, that is Niyamana Samskara. Rodhanat labdha viryasya chapalatvam nivruttaye kriyate parade svedha proktam niyamanam hitat, means control excessive mobility of mercury after Bodhan Samskara. Here the procedure is Swedan of Indola Yantra, medium use kanjik and duration for 1 to 3 days. Drug use here Tambul, Lashun, Sendhav, Bhrungaraj and Chincha. Outcome is here Chullika Agni Sahastatha, means mercury becomes stable, Agni Sah and less volatile. And in 8th samskara, that is a Dipana Samskara, Dhatu grase samartho bhavet, means Dipan increases appetite of mercury to assimilate metals. Use drug here Tankan, Kasis, Sphatik, Marich, Rajika, and Sendhav. These all drugs are Tikshna, Dipan, and catalytic. Procedure: use Swedan Indola Yantra, conjunct medium, and duration 3 days. Outcome is here: तीव्रत्वं वेगकारित्वं व्यापकत्वं बुभुक्षितं निर्मलत्वं विशेषेण प्रकटे दीपनकर्माणि. Means mercury develops increase virya, grasp capability, therapeutic potency, enhance activity. Now we see here benefits of Ashta Samskara. इति अष्टो सूत संस्काराः समाद्रव्ये रसायने कार्यास्ते प्रथमान शेषा न उक्ता द्रव्योपयोगितान्. Essential for देह सिद्धि, removes all doshas of Parad, makes mercury therapeutically useful, and here concludes first 8 samskaras mainly involve Swedan, Mardan, Patan. First 5 samskaras which removes impurities, detoxify mercury, and last 3 samskaras which enhance potency, increase stability, and improve grass shakti. Thus, Ashta Samskara transform raw parad into therapeutically potent and pharmaceutically accepted mercury for Rasashastra application. The first 8 samskara transform raw mercury into purified, stabilized, activated, therapeutically potent parad. This is not merely chemistry, this is an Ayurvedic pharmaceutical alchemy where purification, energy transformation, and medicinal activation occurs together. Enjoy this deep exploration into authentic Rasashastra. Like, share, and subscribe. धन्यवाद.